Hey everyone, this is Satori Hyuga. Uh, I was watching Kohan 3000's videos on her collection, her old collection. I mean her game collection, sorry. And I kind of decided I might as well do one myself. I'm not going to do my PS2 one because that collection's too vast and I don't want to do 20 videos to describe every game. I'm not going to do my 360 collection because it's small and that would be too short. I don't know where my Super Nintendo, my old NES, or my Game Boy is, so I'm not going to do those. My brother has a Game Boy Advance collection, but I'm not going to go looking for that either. And my Sega Genesis, I'm not doing the GameCube collection, the Wii collection either, because that's in another room. I'm not doing my Sega Genesis collection either because I don't feel like digging it out of the garage. So I'll do my n64 collection. And I'm going to start with Pokemon Stadium 1 and 2. Oh, wrong game. Conker's Bad Fur Day. Pokemon Stadium 1 and Pokemon Stadium 2. Now, I love these games. I loved them back then. I love them now. Being able to upload... Transfer Pack with my old red version in it. Being able to upload your own Pokemon once you've caught, once you've trained it yourself, and putting them into the game to compete, that was better than anything I could ever think of. I would spend days after school just playing Stadium, going against computers, trying to unlock everything in every cup. And well, Pokemon Stadium 1, that I uploaded all my red version Pokemon in. That was one of the greatest achievements I ever had, beating every cup with my level 100 Charizard. And it makes me sound like a nerd now. Makes me sound like a Poke Freak now, but that's what I was back then. And 2, although I loved Gold and Silver, 2 didn't really... The minigames were fun, but it didn't really give me the same effect for training. And it made me sad. The only redeeming factor of it was the mystery gift for Gold and Silver. I never caught a Ho-Oh or Lugia, however you pronounce them, but I did face them in Stadium. My brother managed to catch a few and he uploaded his Pokemon, and they were no match for, I think it was my Jolteon. Yeah, I would never use Johto Pokemon. I was always a Kanto trainer. Anyway, enough of that. I've got more N64 games to review, or to show off. Kohan's favorite first-person shooter, as far as I know. The only other one she's played aside from Metroid, but the only one she liked that didn't make her dizzy. Turok 1 and Turok 2. Now, Turok 1 I couldn't really get into. I would get lost. I didn't know what to do. And I gotta be honest with you. After I killed everything, there was nowhere left to go. Now, in Turok 2, a game I could actually get into, I would massacre everything. I would go and I would free the children in the first level. I would go and set off, destroy the insected, the mantid. There we go. Destroy the mantid hive. I would, what was it? Destroy the mirrors to keep the Death Sisters at bay. Turok 2 was one of the best first-person shooters I ever played, and it didn't even feel like one. It, it's, in my opinion, Turok 2 is the best of the Turok trilogy, excluding Arena and the new Turok game. Easily the best of the Turok games for the old generation. Conker's Bad Fur Day. One of the funniest games I ever played. I'll admit I'm a little immature, but I didn't play the game for the potty humor. I played the game because of the movie parodies. And I gotta admit, the Jaws parody is one of my favorites. I think that parody is more graphic than the actual Jaws movie. And it was really... how do I explain it? It wasn't really that gory. Just seeing a catfish skeleton bleed and fall to the ground. Just sink to the bottom of the river. And seeing the dogfish tear them apart. It was... oh... I can't explain it. It's just... I'm gonna move on. GoldenEye. One of the best games to have at a party. My friends and I, we could probably play this game for days still. And it's a multiplayer experience that nothing can match, in my opinion. And the unofficial sequel, Perfect Dark, it improves on a lot of the single player gameplay, and it improves on the weaponry and character customization. But it could never compare to GoldenEye. And Rare hit the jackpot with this game. Now, the sequel, another unofficial sequel, Rogue Agent, where you actually play as a character who has a golden eye. It doesn't compare to this game. EA Games take on 007. The world is not enough. There's a lot of flaws in this game. One of which my brother pointed out. Bond does not look like Bond. Elektra, Bullion, they don't look like they're actors. Nobody in this game looks like the characters that they're supposed to be. It looks like they just took some random game, slapped the Bond logo on it, and basically tried putting Bond skins on, and it didn't work. This game is nothing like the movie, and it's nothing like a game adaptation of a movie would be. And it's kind of hard to screw up on James Bond, to be honest. Star Wars Episode 1 Racer. Not for the Star Wars well, it kind of is if you're an Anakin fan. But pod racing isn't my thing. I prefer the arcade game over this. And yeah, I'll leave it at that. It's not a really good game. Rampage World Tour. Another game I could play for hours on end. With friends, even better. It's relatively short though. And, well, it's one of those games that... how do I explain it? Ooh, I better explain quick. It capitalizes. It doesn't really improve in the original. I gotta go. I'll continue this conversation later.